Hello and welcome back to the channel. By reading the title of this video, well, it's a giveaway. It's a video about my latest compact disc pickup, CD pickups from various places, flea market, thrift stores, even record stores as well. I still enjoy the format. I really enjoy buying CDs and listening to the music, and they're easy to carry around. If I take some, I miss a car I used to own where it had a CD player and it worked very well. And I used to just like hearing my favorite albums as wherever I was traveling, work and back, or going on a long trip. But so I'm going to share here some of my latest finds, various prices. Sometimes when you go up to the flea market, and it's nice to hear, oh yeah, all those CDs are $1 or $2. So I got a couple of three at least here that are double albums that I really did like that I picked up. So let me go ahead and begin. I picked up, which in my opinion, I think this is a good place to start with some Styx. This is their greatest hits, and produced by Dennis DeYoung. And one thing that I know some bands do this once in a while, where they'll take one of their big hits and they'll like re-record it and call it that year. Like, I like Lady 95, but it's not my go-to version. I really like the one on the album Styx 2. I like that one. But I'm not saying that it's bad, but it's like Fame. What was it? Fame 80 with David Bowie, when that came back out. Wasn't a really big fan of that. But this one right here is just loaded with all their biggest songs. Even has Crystal Ball, which I like that album. Hopefully I'll find that on vinyl as well. And it ends with Don't Let It In, which I think is one of their best ballad songs. What a good way to close up our greatest hits. Styx. I love the early period of Deep Purple, so I picked up this copy. Now, this one was a little bit more, but it was worth it. I think it was like $9.99 plus tax, but it comes with the bonus tracks, and I love their very first album. I love the artwork. It's really cool. I think it has about 2, 4, 6, about almost 8 or 9 bonus tracks right there. Oops, sorry about that. I can't get it to focus, but I get too close. Anyway, there we go. So hopefully you can see that. But yeah, I really do like their self-titled album. It's got some really good BBC tracks. Next, I found one of these old school CDs. What I mean by old school, I'm understanding that this is like the first generation of CDs, but it's Pink Floyd, Obscured by Clouds. I could have probably used this in that aquatic theme Ron Haggerty had. You know, here's this guy swimming. That's what it looks like in water. But yes, and this is one of those earlier ones. And it sounds great. It really does. I don't have too much problem, except for that period where we went through a period where we were buying some CDs and like, why are they so loud? What did they call that brick wall? Hopefully this next CD that I share will turn some prog rock lovers onto this band. They remind me of Rush a little bit, Genesis. And if you like that kind of thing, this is the band Presto Ballet. I wanted to do a review on this one. I found out about this band. A cover in the back is a little bit dark, but I like the artwork. Dramita or something like that. I found out about this band, Presto Ballet, by I'm listened to the prog radio. I became a supporter, and they were playing a lot of their songs, and I was like, man, I have a long list of bands that listening to prog radio of some bands that I never heard of, but I really do like the music. And folks, if you ever want to, there is an app. Go check it out, Prog Radio. They play a lot of great stuff. But Presto Ballet, that's really one of my newest finds for a prog band. New to me. I really like it. I went back and I picked this up again because I like the way it sounded. And that's Neil Young's self-titled album. I love this first record of his. It's real folky. It's got some instrumentals. The Loner, I love that. The Old Laughing Lady, The Last Trip to Tulsa, kind of a little country folkish psychedelic type trip song, but man, it's really, really good. So got that back in the collection. Now I'm getting into my double disc stuff. This is The Doors, and it's the last two albums they made. From my understanding, is that they thought Jim was going to just go to France and come back, and they already had some of these songs ready for him to sing, but unfortunately, he passed away. But I picked up this 2 CD where you get both their albums, and I really liked it. I know it's not everybody's favorite last two records for whatever the various reasons. I really did like the album Other Voices, and now it makes me want to hunt for a vinyl copy of it. But you get one bonus track on here called Tree Trunk from the album Full Circle. They did some really interesting music, not just blues, but some other things are going on. That's what I love about the Doors. They can add, I'll give you an example, like Light My Fire, the way they add that jazzy swing part to it in the middle of it with the guitar solo, which I heard one of the band members saying that idea came from John Coltrane's My Favorite Things. Next, I got this because I had a copy of this on vinyl, but I traded it back in because I'm just been finding some Wheels of Fire that skip or stick in certain places, and it's just a really hard record to find in a nice, decent shape. But I went ahead and grabbed a CD, double CD of it. It was fairly cheap, not too bad. I like the old school box. I dig it, but this is such a great record to have in your collection. You know, this one is the studio, and then this two is live at the Fillmore. I love hearing Spoonful and Crossroads, but songs like Born Under a Bad Sign, Sitting on Top of the World, White Room. I mean, an essential Cream album to have in the collection. I really recommend it. This next one and my last CD to show, double CD, this was very pricey to get on vinyl. Even a reissue was still kind of, it's pricey. I found a really nice copy, this is from eBay, of Santana, their album Lotus. And I tell you, I love this. I think, my opinion, I really love everything about this. Jazz fusion, psychedelic. I mean, they just sound totally awesome. They really sound like a eternal fire playing that keeps bringing the heat and music. But I love this back cover, you know, like Ascending to the Clouds, their music. Calling all up there to come on down and jam out with Santana. This is so good. I love hearing the Black Magic Woman, Gypsy Queen, Going Home. I mean, folks, if you have a vinyl copy of this, yeah, I bet you really, really enjoy it. It's pretty pricey. Maybe one day I might come across one. Maybe somebody might sell me one. Who knows? But I love this. And like I said, I really prefer these box CDs because I feel like everything stays in very well as far as the CDs. Now, I know they're bulky and they take up some room, but you get this really cool booklet inside, which is just one, and I'm going to show it here real quick and then end my video. But it is really neat artwork. So here you go. Really neat artwork. You have that. that. Then you have this other side. So whoever I bought this from kept it in good condition. The CDs are in great shape. I still haven't stopped listening to it. I'm still listening to it over and over and just blown away by this great sounding live recording. But anyway, those are my CD finds. I still love the format. I have a couple of CD players around, and it's easy to throw one on and just escape from reality and listen to some music for a little bit. I want to thank all the new subscribers. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'll see you on the next video, and take care.